our sandwich between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Milton now to throw. And incomplete to open things up. George Pickens, the intended target. And now it's second down. You look at the Saints defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Milton. Escaping the pressure right. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara to the 22-yard line. Second down and 6 now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Kamara up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
On play action, they'll throw.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Here comes third and about a foot.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here we go now on first and goal.
Back to throw.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
The point after, good by Groupie.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Now Milton. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Milton.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here's Milton.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. He'll look to throw.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Blake Grupe now for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing is Milton. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Touchdown, New Orleans! Elijah Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Grupe able to add the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. In motion, the tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. Flush to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on first and goal. Operating from the gun, Milton. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide down with a good gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready? Curve 19! Curve 19!
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Gets this complete to Shaheed. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Now inside the 25.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They go again with blue.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
3rd and 2. Now they'll change things up.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
7 Pirates, 7. Here we go, here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Milton.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On first down, it's Blue. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Let's go now.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stop the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
They run for it. Here's Blue. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and running with power here. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 from the 44. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Milton. Got an open man. It's Pickens. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they'll shift things around. Here's Milton now to throw. It's caught. Tolbert. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Milton. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Milton. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd down and a few inches. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me,
Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it.
Oh, he shifts past him.
Now he's free at the 35. George Pickens.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be brought in by Higgins.
Still on his feet.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Dallas, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day.
Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them lacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoting to just do it.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from thing I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left